I'd like to talk today about the three keys of career success. We all have to work throughout our life, and I think it's very important to do that well and do that successfully. So what do I feel are the three keys of career success? Number one, do what you love. Do what you love. So many people do a job because it pays the bills, because someone told them they were good at it, because it just fell into their lap. They didn't really plan out their course. They're not passionate about what they're doing. And if you don't put your heart into it, if you're not passionate about what you're doing, you're really not going to be successful. I mean, you may make money, and you may people may look up to you, but if you're not in love with what you're doing, you're really not going to be what I would call successful. The second thing to do is to do whatever you do your work with excellence. Do your work with excellence. Because if you do it with excellence, you're going to perform well at it, you're going to really enjoy it, and it's going to matter. It's going to impact other people's lives. You're going to keep growing at it, and you're just going to keep getting better at it, and it's going to go well. When you do something with excellence, there's a sense of pride, there's a sense of accomplishment, there's a sense of just feeling good about what you do. And then lastly, and equally as important, do something that improves the lives of other people. Do something that improves the lives of other people. We are here for a purpose. We are here to help and to love others and ourselves, but we are here to help others. So if you're doing something that isn't helping others, I think I would encourage you to ponder that and saying, is there a way that what I'm doing I can make to improve the lives of other people? Because I think if all three of those are there, you love what you're doing, you do it with excellence, and you're making people's lives better, you're going to find career success really beyond your imagination, because it's a wonderful way to go through life. If I can use Elizabeth and I as an example, this show that we're producing for you, that we love to produce, we're both very passionate about it. We've both been involved with film and media for years, and we really love doing this. That's why we created this show for you. Two, we're regularly studying how to be good at it. We study about media appearances and performance and public speaking and health and spirituality and holistic health, and just always learning so we can bring more to you. So we're constantly trying to become as good as possible for you. And then lastly, we of course love to help other people around the world and improve people's lives. So I encourage you to do the same. It can look very different than what we do, but do those three. Love it, be great at it, and help others. Peace.
This week's first question is from Tanya M. in Juneau, Alaska. When I was 12 years old, my cousin and I were playing in the pool. He held me underwater, which seemed like an eternity. Ever since that time, I cannot be near a pool or I get panic attacks. I'm now 30 years old and would like to conquer this fear. What can I do?
Tanya, you have really two options, and the second one is the one I'm going to recommend, but let me just explain the first option. The first option is basically it's traumatic, it's intense, it works, but I just really don't recommend it because it is traumatic. It's basically just dive into a swimming pool, force yourself to be around water, and your body would get so overwhelmed it will probably ultimately maybe get used to it. But that one I really don't recommend. I think it's so traumatic. I don't like traumatic things, so I like the gentle approach. So what I recommend is gently, again, expose yourself to pools. Like maybe walk within 20 feet of a pool, and then just breathe deeply. So where meditation is great is you breathe and you meditate, you'll calm down, and then get a little bit closer. Stop, meditate, breathe deeply, and get a little closer. And then with time, put a foot in the pool, and then put 2 feet, and just pause. Every time you get a little anxious, breathe deeply, and then go a little bit further. Get a little nervous, stop, breathe deeply, relax, and go a little deeper. And you just keep going and going till you will ultimately reach a point where you'll be able to be in the pool and you'll feel calm and you'll feel relaxed. And those feelings may come back periodically because conditioning, if it's been reinforced for you for so long, it's going to take you a bit of time. But if you keep each and every time you get overwhelmed and those feelings are there, if you just pause, take a deep breath, just stay calm, and wait until your heart quiets down, then go forward, I think you'll find that'll be a very effective way of overcoming your fear of swimming. What are your thoughts?
What Dr. Puff was just referring to is called desensitization. You're basically desensitizing yourself of this fear that you have, which was a very real fear as a child, but you realize now it's kind of getting in the way. And I know this can seem really scary, even just the thought of it, and there are therapists that you can go to help you through what you're going through. They can help be kind of a guide through you, and perhaps you visualize it at first before you actually get out there to even be near a pool. And you may want to start there. Maybe you start by looking at a picture of it, because that could actually bring up some intense emotions for you. And perhaps maybe have somebody who you trust that you could be there with you. Maybe there's a real fear in you that you're going to drown or something's going to happen, and if you know that you have somebody safe who you can really trust that's there with you, maybe not your brother, but if you can have somebody there, that's why I recommend even a therapist that can help you through that. That would be something that would be very good for you. And the reason why he talks about just the breathing is you're now pairing something relaxing with the image of the pool, because otherwise you have paired anxiety, your heartbeat, and all those things are paired together. We're trying to pair pool with relaxation, even if it's music or something that helps you to relax as well.
So Tanya, most importantly though, what you're doing is you're willing and wanting to face your fear, and that's the most important step to changing it. So best of luck to you.
We wish you all the best, and thank you so much for your question.